Welcome back! We've finished raiding the Black Vulgar base, and we were pretty successful. We got the swoop engine accelerator that we needed, so now we can head back to the Beck base. Or the Beck base, as the lookout calls it. I don't know why in the world I just used a med pack there. I guess I'm being extra cautious for some reason today. Well, let's go ahead and take care of the Vulkars here. I don't think these will appear unless you come through the Vulkar base door from the other side. Nice job, Zalbar. Thanks, man. There's also a couple over here. One of them will surprise you around the corner. I actually got caught off guard by him when I did my practice run in this area. He's right there. There he is. Right next to the apartment doors. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is what happens if you decide to betray Gaddon and side with the Vulkars instead. And you can't actually do that when you meet the guy at the base there that we just talked to, and I forgot his name already. But you can decide to side with them, and in order to do that, you have to go into the Beck base and basically kill Gaddon and face all the other Becks, which, as Gaddon himself said, is a suicide mission and is very difficult. Even if you're a dark side player, you do not really want to do it, because it's not really worth it in the end. I suppose you would get more XP for it, but it is pretty tough. We haven't looked over here yet. Let's just get what's over in this cylinder. I said I would come through here when I came back from the base, and so I wanted to just show you guys what the rest of it looked like. Well, we took care of that, so no worries. We haven't even met Brechik yet, but if his Vulkars are any indication of what he's like, then I would have to agree with that guy. Yeah. Hindsight is 20/20, I suppose. Most of the doors that you see here, including this one and the one over there, the far end, and also most of the ones on the other side here are going to be locked unless you decide to kill everybody here in the base, in which case somehow they'll be unlocked. I think the guy back at the Vulkar base gives you something with which to break into these doors, if I remember correctly. I don't exactly remember the details, but somehow you're able to go through all these doors when you betray Gaddon. But I really, like I said, I really don't want to do that. It really is not worth it. Well, we've seen all we can see here in the Beck base for now, and I think this door is also locked. Yep. And normal security measures are not really going to work on it anyway. So let's talk to Gaddon.
You have returned. Do you have the prototype swoop engine accelerator with you?
We do. We got it right here.
I was beginning to wonder if you would make it. The race is tomorrow, and my mechanics need time to install the prototype into the swoop engine of our bike.
Alright. Now we need you to come through.
Don't worry. I'm a man of my word.
Good.
I promised you could ride in the swoop race under the Hidden Beck banner, and I'm still going to let you do that. And I'm even going to go one better. I'm going to let you ride the swoop bike with the prototype accelerator installed on it. Without it, you won't stand a chance.
Wait a minute.
Gaddon, you can't be serious. We need one of our best riders on that bike. We can't let some rookie take the prototype engine into the race.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Zerdra on that. Why in the world are we the ones doing this when we haven't even ridden a swoop bike?
I have to be honest with you. There's a reason I'm letting you take the prototype engine. The accelerator isn't stable. There's a good chance it could explode during the race. I can't ask one of my own riders to take the risk.
Wait, what?
They'll be running unmodified swoops in the race. You'll be the only one using the prototype. If you can complete the track before the accelerator overheats, then you'll win for the Becks. If you die, then one of my other riders could still come through for me.
I don't know if I like the sound of this. And I kind of wish he told us about this part of the deal earlier.
Without that prototype, you don't stand a chance of winning. And if you don't win, you can't get Bastila back. None of the other riders will give her up. This is your only chance.
I don't really know exactly what he's talking about when he says that none of the other riders would give her up just because he said that the Becks don't believe in slavery. Maybe the others would try to romance her or something, I don't know. But I can see where he's coming from if that is the case, if none of the other riders would give her up. And I can see where he's coming from with respect to making sure that retention in his gang is not an issue either, so in terms of ensuring his gang's safety. So I understand what he's trying to say. And to be honest, if it's what we have to do, it's what we have to do.
You don't get to be leader of a swoop gang if you don't know how to work all the angles.
Well, let's go into this.
You can stay here tonight. The mechanics need time to install the accelerator on the engine, so you won't be able to practice your riding.
Aww.
But I've got good instincts, and you have the look of a racer about you. Just try to relax, and in the morning we'll take you to the swoop track.
You spend a restless night in the Beck base. In the morning, one of the Becks takes you to the swoop racing pits, where only racers and mechanics are allowed to go. If I were the one in there, I would probably be restless too. I hope. Sure, let's find out how this works. That's a given. Okay, well that's good to know. Ooh, boost pads. It's kind of like Mario Kart. I like Mario Kart. That is a good thing. Okay, that sounds pretty simple. No more than 4 or 5 races. Okay, so we got our work cut out for us. I'm sure we can get a really good time with that many tries. Yeah, that's not exactly very reassuring there, buddy. You'll notice, by the way, that we're here alone. We don't have our party with us. And as he mentioned, each rider will go out onto the track alone, so it's kind of like rally racing in that regard. And one thing he did not mention, though, is that the track is a completely straight track. There are no turns, you just have to watch out for obstacles. It is pretty simple overall. Let's talk to some of the other racers. Anglu, what do you have to say? Yeah, thanks for the vote of confidence. You guys aren't really helping very much. Let's see. I take it these are the Volker riders then? Yeah. What about you? Red Rose. That's a cool name. Well, yeah, we can do it. Okay. Looks like no one really trusts our instincts out here. Who's this? Bastila! Can we talk to her? No, we can't talk to her. You, what do you have to say about this? Ah, okay. Neural disruptor caller, huh? Well, at least we got the race announcer support. We've already lost one rider, uh-oh. Let's find out what the time to beat is first. Alright, 38 seconds isn't bad. Now, when you're playing this for the first time, of course, you won't really know exactly what is considered a good time and what's not, and to be honest, 38 seconds will be really easy to beat, not just because it's honestly a really terrible time, but also because we also have this accelerator as well. We will be doing some swoop racing later on in the game, but we won't have an accelerator on our bikes, and because of that, it will be a lot harder to win, or beat the fastest times. So let's go ahead and try this. Left-click the mouse to accelerate and shift gears. Use the movement keys D and A to avoid obstacles and hit accelerator pads. I can't really use the mouse right now, so I'm going to have to press enter to hit OK here. I'm actually going to go pretty slowly here, and you'll find out why here in just a little while. So I'm going to be hitting the obstacles and whatnot. And we're done. That wasn't too bad. And we were able to beat Red Rose this time, so that was good. Alright. We just beat racers who've been doing this for 20 years. I guess everyone must be pretty bad, because that was honestly really terrible racing there. Uh-oh. Yes, this will always happen no matter what, and that's why I went intentionally slowly there, because no matter what you do, he will always beat your time the first time around. So it's a lot easier to win the second time if you don't give it all you've got the first time around. So let's go ahead and do another heat. Does anybody here have anything new to say? Okay, that's good. At least they're a bit more encouraging. Yes, we will beat his new time. It won't be too much of an issue. What about you? Yeah, we'll have to do it. What about you guys? You guys probably won't be too happy, right? What about Red Rose himself? Yeah. Let's prove Red Rose wrong. Does he have anything new to say? No, okay. Let's race another heat. Well, actually, let's find out what the time to beat is first. 31:57. Yeah, when Red Rose beats your time, it's not by that much, so it's not too hard to beat his new record. Thankfully, this will be the last time we'll have to do this. Once we win this time, he won't be able to post a higher time. This time I'm going to try not to hit anything. That's probably not going to work out too well. Yes, I knew that was going to happen. 25, that's not too bad. Yay, victory dance. Alright. Good deal. Yay! And we got some friends cheering us on. Woohoo! Here's Brecik at long last.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated.
Oh, here we go. Well, you know what, Brecik? You were going to do the same thing if you had kept the accelerator.
Your swoop bike is using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm withdrawing the Vulca's share of the victory prize.
Whoa. Wait a minute. We didn't come all this way just to not have Bastila come with us.
You old fool. Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
I might have something to say about that, Brecik.
Ooh.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brecik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vulcus, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
Alright, well, we've got our work cut out for us here, and unfortunately we don't have our party members with us. It's just us and Bastila. So I'm going to try to take on Brecik here first, with improved flurry. Or, I guess I had that guy selected. Is that Red Rose for fighting? I don't know if any of the swoop riders are actually out here. Whoa, 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 we are really low on health. I am going to use this. There we go. And we are doing badly here. This is not going well. Okay, we're missing a lot. That's not good. Okay, we got at least a little bit on him there. Come on, Kane. Let's put a little muscle into this. Try critical striking him. This isn't going very well. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try flooring him. Wow, this is going pretty terribly. Maybe if we just try from a different spot or something? I mean, normally the game doesn't do that, but maybe it does make a difference in this case, and I'm going to use another med pack. Okay, apparently not. I don't think Bastila can die here, by the way. There we go, we got a little bit more on him there. Is there any way that we can get a better, I don't think it really matters what direction you come from. There we go, we got at least a 12 that time. Okay, 9, good. Getting there, we're almost there on him. One thing you might have noticed by now is when I use Improved Flurry, my swords turn purple. I believe if you have the Master attack, it will turn red, but I'll have to verify it later on. It's been a little while since I've gone through this, you can probably tell. I try to do at least one... There we go. I was gonna say, I try to do at least one practice run of each area before I do my recording. Alright, we got the double-bladed lightsaber that belonged to Bastila, because right now she's using just a normal double-bladed sword. We've also got Brejik's belt, Brejik's armband, and Brejik's gloves, and we will be using those quite, for quite a long time in the days to come. And let's see, let's loot the other remains here before I talk to Bastila. Not a whole lot on these ones, but they're still useful. And I think that's all. So Bastila, how does it feel being out of the cage?
Well, maybe those bloody Vulkars will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize...
Hey!
I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs?
Well, it's a long story, but long story short, I'm here to rescue you.
Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example.
Now wait a
In case you
minute.
hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that narrow restraint coil without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you.
What?
Brejik and his Vulkars would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess.
Now wait a minute. I was the one who made all the good hits on him, even though it took a long time. Yeah, you were a helpless prisoner until I came along.
I may have been a prisoner, but a Jedi is never helpless. Maybe you've heard of a little thing called the Force?
Ooh.
But I suppose I shouldn't be too hard on you. You did try to save me after all, even if it didn't go quite as planned. So let's get down to business. We're not out of danger yet. If I'm going to figure out a way for us to get off this planet, I need to know what kind of resources we can draw on. First, are we the only two survivors left from the Ender Spire?
We aren't the only ones. Carth is here as well. And to be honest, he and I are already working on a plan to get off here, and I'm not sure I like her attitude.
Carth Onasi is alive. Finally, some good news. Carth
Wait,
is
we're not
one of
good
the
news?
Best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over, and he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you.
Yeah.
Carth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please take me to Carth right away. Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here. You cannot win, Revan.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally, things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
Yay!
You don't have a plan to get off Taurus yet. What have you been doing all this time?
Yeah, we were trying to find you. A little gratefulness would go a long way.
I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taurus will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I
What?
know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Carth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I am sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yeah. To be honest, I have to agree with Carth here.
You know, I had my doubts about this mission, but I figured the Jedi Council wouldn't put you in charge if you weren't prepared. But here you are, acting like a spoiled child.
I see. It's true that I don't have much military experience. Perhaps I should not be so quick to judge. Very well, Carth. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Carth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith.
Don't worry, Bastila, we won't let that happen. Just please work with us here, alright?
I think we'll need some help getting off Taurus. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you.
Yeah, we saw another one of these visions, which seemed to be an extension of the one we first saw when we first arrived on Tiris and we were sleeping. It appears that Bastila is indeed the one whom we saw in the vision originally, and this time we saw a little bit more of it. It would appear that she was fighting this Revan that we've been hearing about.
A vision? A vision of what?
Yeah.
This is strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity.
Force sensitivity? Can we use the Force?
I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities.
Oh, come on.
It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories.
Yeah, I don't really buy that because we had another vision earlier.
The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Taris, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Taris.
I agree. Well, we've now got Bastila with us. And she has joined Mission and Zalbar, who are also back here. At least, yeah, there's Zalbar. I just missed him when I turned around. And now our party has become 5, including Kane. Let's see if there's anything more we can do here. I believe we can do more with this lightsaber now. Or wait, we can't. Never mind. We do have lightsaber as something we can upgrade. I don't think we've done anything with Carth's blaster yet, so I'm going to go ahead and add the scope and the hair trigger. We've already maxed out everything we can do here on the bowcaster. As far as these are concerned, yeah, we haven't gotten an energy projector yet, and we haven't gotten anything for Mission's Vibroblade as so far. We don't have anything for the Republic mod armor. So that's all we can do with the workbench for the time being. Well, we've regrouped back here at the apartment complex. So our next step will be to find out how we can get off Taris. But we'll have to do that in the next video.